Alright guys, so it is 6:08 in the morning. I have a River to Sea Spit and Wah in a size 60 in a black and blue colorway tied on. We were out here pretty early. We're going to try to get some quick topwater blow-ups for you guys. I'm feeling pretty good. He missed it. He missed it. Good blow up. Oh, I think I'm heart pounding. 6:10 in the morning. Feels pretty good to see that. He didn't get any hooks, so let's get back in there. Short striked it, so maybe I should slow it down. Give it a little bit longer of a pause. Come on, fish. Come on, eat that frog. Such an epic little frog right here. Really good spitting action. Let's go ahead and check out this other side, see what that's got going on over here. Got the coffee. Absolutely choked the Spit and Wah. Just a little guy to start the morning off. Get on out of there. Thanks, little buddy. So we moved to the other side where the sun is just now popping up. Wow, that was a very big carp. Good fish. Good fish. Get in here, big girl. Whew. All right. That's a better way to start the morning on the River to Sea Spit and Wasp 60 in the black and blue. Whew. That's a solid 3. Got the frog. Honestly, was paying attention out there, but he got it over here. Boom. Healthy fish. Some more action's going on. Get on out here, buddy. That was definitely the fish we've been looking for this morning. We missed a really good blow up earlier on the other side of this pond, way far away. We're gonna go back to the same area, try to do the same thing. Heard some more stuff blowing up over here. So sweet, 2 fish. It is now 7 o'clock. So we have kind of been grinding out. We're really sticking to our braid, but we're really sticking to key areas in this pond. We're gonna give the frog just a little bit more time. And the thing is, if you don't get out here early enough and you don't throw a bait that kind of is really meant for this pond, like this water clarity is bad. There's not good water clarity here. This is a all black and blue poppin' frog. This thing chugs like no other, and it's meant for, you know, this dark water, these big fish. It's a really good frog for that. Because once it gets later in the afternoon, it gets up into the hundreds here in Oklahoma sometimes, and those fish go all the way out there to the deepest point, and they sit there. But right now, it's so early, it's probably about in the 80s right now, maybe high 70s, no wind, so those fish are going to be shallow, and that's what we're targeting. One more thing with these poppin' frogs, they aren't necessarily imitating a frog in some instances. Like that was all the way probably 6-7 foot off the bank, and a lot of the times these fish will think that's just kind of a skittering shad across the surface. I'm seeing a lot of action out there, a little shad popping, a little bluegill hitting the surface. Since it's a little bit bigger profile and splash than a frog would give off, therefore it could imitate some sort of bait fish. Just a little tip. Just kind of go with the louder, the darker, and maybe try different areas with it, because it's not always, a frog isn't always meant to represent a frog. But I like that. We got some good momentum going this morning. And how does that keep on happening? And also, I'm sticking to the side of the bank that has more shade. Obviously over there on the other side, it's getting sunlight first, so this side therefore will stay a little bit cooler, keep those fish up in the shallow just a little bit longer. And when I mean shallow, I'm talking like 6 to the bank, 6 foot to the bank. Because when it gets hot, they go as deep as they can, like deep, like in the middle, deep. And you can really only catch them on kind of finesse tactics and maybe a jig now and then. Anyways, enough talking about summer bass fishing. Let's just catch a couple more. And even in the mornings, I guess they could be also roaming around. Sometimes they'll be positioned right on the bank, waiting for stuff to pass by. But also like that fish I just caught. He was a couple feet off the bank, still in more of the shallow water. But he was just probably roaming, looking up, looking for something to eat in the morning. It's cooler. I don't know, I guess I'm just trying to give you guys some tips. I think I'm stressing this a little bit too much. But if you want to do what I'm doing, go find a pond that you know has good fish, fish that will eat frogs. Find the right frog. Get out there early on those hot summer days. Target your shallow and your coolest water possible. You want the coldest water you can find to locate the fish in the morning, and as well as the afternoon. But that would be considered deep fishing. I'm not doing that right now. And I think there's a fish right there. And I really find 9 times out of 10, a frog bite is usually achievable. Like a frog for me is always gonna be a go-to bait. It really does excel in the afternoon as well, but not necessarily when it's so hot. It can happen, but anytime, really, whenever the fish aren't moved super deep, you can get them to munch a frog. And it is absolutely the funnest thing ever. Just get you a 7 foot or larger, just get a 7 foot or longer rod and a heavy action. Put some braid on there. It really doesn't matter what reel you have. It's really just the braid and the rod itself that are gonna drive that frog. I have a pretty low gear ratio reel. This is the Ora 2 winch. So I mean, I got some power when I hook into a fish, but I don't necessarily fish frogs that fast, especially for largemouth. They tend to like the pause more than anything. But I'm just gonna stick to the shade lines, which is the rest of this bank, and then we're gonna call it. Another key thing, make long casts. Try to make as long a cast as you can. And that is also where your rod does come into play. Longer rod, more, I guess, leverage and flinging ability you have on those frogs. Okay, since I'm going on about all these tips, 2 more things I want to note. You guys saw me miss that first blow up, and the reason why is obviously I was working too fast. So I'm going to slow my retrieve down just a little bit, maybe give it a longer pause, maybe space out my pops. And then one more thing also that might help you get a couple more bites is when your frog sits perfectly on the surface like this, fish tend to pop it out of the water. So if your frog is more, I would say, ass down in the water like this, a fish has more percentage of just swiping at it, getting the hooks, instead of just kind of knocking it out of the surface of the water and just giving a little pop. That's not my own tip. I mean, I did learn that from Tactical Bassin, but let's spread the news, right? Have everybody fishing these frogs. I think that was a largemouth right there. Let's take this frog out into some open water and see if anything's roaming around. Some bluegill feeding right there on the surface. It wouldn't surprise me if something big came up and jacked them. I'm gonna move on back down the bank. Not sure what I'm gonna do. That bank looks pretty good, but there's a lot of overgrown grass right there, and I'm not feeling all the tick bites. I don't want to be feeling that. So we're gonna work our way back down this ways and see what happens. I'd like one more fish, and then we're gonna call it a morning, because I do have quite a bit of stuff planned later today. This is just a quick little frogging video, because I mean, who doesn't love frogging? There's really nothing better than a nice green fish to come up and smack your spitting wah early in the morning. And it really gets so damn difficult to come out and enjoy days now fishing. It's getting so hot. Yeah. You don't need to know that. In this neighborhood? I'm not telling you. Yeah. Why? That's property. I think you've tried to kick some of my friends off as well. Haven't you tried to kick some of some other people off here as well? Like other kids, told them to leave?
Yeah, because you guys were trespassing.
No.
No, you were.
There's no trespassing signs anywhere. I've lived here for 7 years. We're not hurting anything. We're just fishing. Your property runs to right there. And if you have a problem with privacy, you can have a fence. I mean, I've been coming here my whole life.
Yeah, but the thing is, there were no homes there, right? Now they're homes. I see just kids come here.
There's homes right there, and they've been there forever.
Yeah,
We've fished it forever.
I don't see people standing in front of homes. I mean, there's a common place where, you know, there's a street ends.
What do you?
See people there, but not in front of the homes.
People stand all along there. I mean, I do. I'll walk over there right now.
I've seen that's like open. Like there's no home.
There's homes all along there, all the way back there. Let me tell you, I started all the way on the other side of the pond where all the new houses are, fished all the way over here. The same thing. Nobody says anything, nobody's ever said anything. I mean, we're not trying to like harm anything or, you know, mess with your property.
I respect that, but the thing is, it's not just you. Other people come as well. So that's
They live here too. Is it like two other boys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they live here. They're actually at my house right now. They're asleep at my house. So, I mean, we've come here our whole life. We just fish a little bit, and you know, we'll never hurt this place. We grow up here. You know what I mean?
I mean, I understand you're young kids, but the thing is, it's kind of new for me too because I just moved here, and like, you know, this is private property. This is
Yeah.
his property.
Yeah, no, that
No, not this. The entire thing is his property.
to the water.
Oh yeah. He doesn't belong to this community. It's his land.
Well, this pond is part of this neighborhood.
Yeah, but
Either way, I mean, that's his business. If he wants to tell me to leave, he can come and talk to me.
because we spoke about it, so we're gonna put some
I mean,
signs.
Okay, yeah, no. I mean, that's not really gonna stop anything because this is it's all public. You know, they put these here for people to fish them. You know what I mean? Nobody
I don't know that.
Yeah, no, these aren't for looks.
People, you know.
This attracts. I mean, yeah, it's for looks, but it also, I mean, it attracts anglers. People like these ponds. You know, people come out here and
I mean, I've seen
they've been.
people drunk. I mean, they're
Oh well,
like,
yeah, no, I'm not drunk. I mean, I'm
No,
17.
I'm not talking about you, but
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
people
scary,
like
you know?
that aren't doing what we're doing. I mean, we're just doing some
No,
morning
it's
fishing.
scary because you can't really tell. You know, if somebody has a fishing rod, I'm not talking about you, but somebody has a fishing rod. I mean, they may be doing something else. I don't know. I'm not blaming you, but
No,
I'm
no, I
saying
know, but I don't think anybody really.
it's a little tricky. So
Yeah,
what
I.
fish do you get here?
Largemouth bass.
How big is it?
I mean, they get pretty big. 5 pounds in here, probably is the biggest. Huh?
You just keep it?
No, let it go. Catch and release only.
Oh, you just. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a sport.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I mean, I have a YouTube channel. I film a little bit. I film fishing videos. But no, we never want to try to hurt you guys' property. I mean, I wouldn't consider this trespassing. Like I said, we've been coming here forever, and neither of us.
Dad, I mean, I don't know if you're referring to your friend. He was coming from that side, and that's
Yeah.
our property.
Yeah, no, that's your property. Yeah, and we talked to him.
Just,
That didn't involve me. But no, I mean, we parked over there. There's not a house there. You know what I mean? We're not walking through anybody's property, or at least I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, man, we'll never mess with any of your property, and yeah, no, we respect your privacy. Totally. We're just
Okay.
like, I'm just out here enjoying my morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But no, man, I mean, if other people cause problems, like you said, they're drunk. Yeah, no, get those guys out of here. They don't need to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I mean, I've grown up here, so
Okay.
yeah. And so have the 2 other kids. If you see a kid with curly hair and it looks like his little brother,
Yeah, I think I've seen
some blonde hair.
seen 3 or 4 of them together.
Yeah, no, we go fishing here now and then. But I mean, like I said, we've been doing it long before all this was here. I mean, this pond's been here 15 years.
Yeah,
You know.
obviously, yeah. Not new. Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Okay. All right. Take care.
You too. Pardon the nail gun in the background, but hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. Okay, I gotta get rid of that. What is up, subs? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. All I was doing was just some simple frog fishing early this morning at some local ponds. Like I said at the beginning, just trying to get some blowups for you guys. There are a couple things I really need to talk about with you guys. So, first off, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you noticed, I gave a lot more necessarily, I guess, tips in the video. I give you guys a lot more tips. I try to do that because frog fishing is absolutely my favorite type of bass fishing. And a couple more tips I want to also note is when you're walking around these pond banks, try to be real kind of light-footed. Be real stealthy and stay far back off of the spot. Make those long casts, and that'll increase your hookup ratio and your bite ratio. Number 2, that guy talked to me, and my buddy Ethan and Cole have been saying he's been trying to kick them off for quite some time now. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you talk to people in somewhat of a respectful way, it kind of makes sense. That guy probably doesn't understand that bass fishing is a really big sport. We've been fishing here our whole lives. We wouldn't do anything to damage this pond in any way, shape, or form. He just doesn't get it. He's just a homeowner. But if you talk to people like that, in I guess a respectful manner, and really try to prove your point and make your statement clear, they tend to understand more. He wasn't too bad. We dealt with him. And another thing, hope you guys enjoyed the last video. It was a vlog. It was a travel vlog.
I haven't been able to put too much content out. It has been like a week and I've only uploaded about one video. Let this car pass. Yeah, I'm vlogging. Yeah. Idiot. Anyways, it's been about a week since I've really uploaded content and I've been slacking. I've been doing summer school, getting caught up in that because I'm, made some stupid choices in high school. But hope you guys enjoyed the frog fishing video. Like I said, just came out here, got some blow-ups. The frog we were throwing is the River to Sea Spit and Wah in a size 60 black and blue. Amazing popping frog. The retrieve was just a pop, 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 pause. We caught 2 fish. We caught probably a 3, maybe a little bigger than a 3, and then we caught just a little 1.5. And then the first blow-up we missed was actually probably about the same size as the second fish. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Stay tuned for some more content. I've got quite a bit of stuff planned. I'm wrapping up my summer school, getting that out of the way, and more videos. Let that truck pass. More videos are going to be coming your way. So stay tuned on the channel. Go down below, subscribe for more, check out some stuff. Been working hard on this YouTube thing. Thank you guys for all the support. We are at 77 subscribers. Let's try to get up to 80. My goal, honestly, by the end of summer, by my start of senior year, is to get to 100 subscribers. That is not necessarily a big number in the YouTube world, but for me, that would be amazing. So share this with your friends. Share this with the bass fishermen. And also the reason why I gave you guys the tips, and they aren't necessarily all my tips that I gave today in the video. I feel like YouTube should be a platform for sharing knowledge. That's why I really like Tactical Bassin and people like that. They give just really key tips. They give a lot of new unique tips and ideas, and they really share a lot of knowledge with like me, just your everyday fisherman. I learn things, and I believe that's what YouTube is all about. Trying to teach the next guy, I guess, how to do what you're doing, maybe give something to help him out, try to get a little bit better at what he's doing. It all is just kind of this knowledge sharing thing about a love for fishing. Anyways, enough rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, guys, get out there, enjoy nature, and catch some bass. I'll see you in the next video.